Good morning, Palmer Ridge. I'm Brennan Rivas.
And I'm JD Elliott. We hope your week is off to a great start, but if not, don't fret, because this time next week we will be sleeping in. Don't forget that 20th is the President's Day and school will not be in session.
Over the past couple of years, our Golden Bears Palms team has gone through many changes. At the beginning of this year, they received new uniforms and a new coach. Here's Eiley.
The Palms team is known for their several dance sequences that they do at our pep rallies, basketball games, and football games. A few weeks ago, the Palms team performed their original dance sequence at the basketball game against Sand Creek. Along with the Bear Pride, proud parents, and the cheerleading squad, the Palms team performs and shows the support for our athletes. They take time after school and on weekends to rehearse their fabulous and original dance routines.
Our Palms team is very dedicated and hardworking, and we're always there for each other, and we care for each other.
With the halftime performances, you can always rely on our Lady Bears to help push the after-school spirit. Catch the team's last performance this season on February 17th. From Ridgeline, this is Eiley Dreer.
Thanks, Eiley. It's refreshing to observe some school spirit organized in such an artistically talented and amusing manner.
Clubs are beneficial for students to gather with like-minded peers and bond over their interests they share. However, they don't always have to be about hobbies. Stephanie looked into FCA, a club that uses food, athleticism, and the Christian faith to encourage its members to attend.
It's important that students find a sense of belonging, whether that's participating in a sport or an after-school activity. Attending FCA is a great way to get connected with other PRHS students as well as engage in many enjoyable activities.
Every Monday night, beginning at 7, students gather at Ponderosa to participate in youth group. They eat together, play games, and join in group discussions. And at the end, they gather together and pray.
A couple of us years to kind of.
Well, it's just a really good group that, like, it's a second family. Like, you have people that you can trust, and it's not just kids, which is, like, sometimes good, sometimes not, because you have lots of really good adults around all the time, too.
Those who oppose you may be ashamed.
You don't have to be an athlete or a Christian to join in the fun. FCA is for everyone. For Ridgeline, this is Stephanie Winchell.
Thanks, Stephanie. Palmer Ridge certainly does a good job of hosting multiple clubs that allows its students to get connected, and FCA seems like a prime choice.
The weather this year has visited the extremes on both sides of the spectrum, and there have often been days where it's been way too cold to enjoy the many outdoor recreation Colorado has to offer. Fortunately, JD has an alternate activity to enjoy in the comfort of the great indoors.
Speed, traction, and acceleration. These are the fundamentals of racing, either competitive or for fun. Overdrive Raceway, a recently constructed 2-story indoor electric go-kart track, offers professional league racing as well as amateur racing for day-to-day customers. It is the first and only 2-story go-kart track in the country and prides itself on allowing those with disabilities to race.
And I think that gives them a sense of normalcy, and I think giving them the opportunity to come here and drive just like everybody else, I think that's a joy in itself and a reward in this job we have here at Overdrive Raceway.
Overdrive Raceway provides a refreshing break from the average entertainment in the area. For those interested, it is located off of Spectrum Loop in the Brass Pro Shop Center. Reporting for Ridgeline, this is JD Elliott.
It's nice to see that our country is doing more to improve the amount of entertainment students have access to around this area.
Speaking of weather, here's Brinkley with what we can expect from the forecast this week.
What's up, Bears? I'm Brinkley, your weather woman, and I have your weather forecast for this week. Well, the pressure map shows us that there will actually be some high pressures, which means we'll be getting some awesome weather. And also, the radar shows us that there will be some precipitation on the west coast, but it won't actually affect us. There's also some on the east coast, but that definitely won't affect us. Well, Bears, let's look at the 5-day to see what this week's forecast will be like. Monday will be a high of 42. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday will be leading us up into the warm 50s. And finally, Friday will be a high of 57. Well, Bears, that's all I have for you today. Whether you like it or not, that's this week's forecast. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Brinkley. It's nice to know what the weather is looking like ahead.
Almost done with our show, but before we sign off for this week, here's a special presentation from Student Council.
The lifetime of memories that are being created here, not only by your monetary thoughtfulness, but your kind words and gestures toward Peyton and our family, will long extend past today. So thank you. So if you can take anything from my words that I'm saying today, in my family's moment of gratefulness to you, always consider giving. One act of kindness can have a rippling effect, and good deeds lead to more good deeds and more good deeds. It can change the trajectory of somebody's life, and I promise it'll change two people's lives, not only the one that's getting it, but the one that's giving it.
Hey Bears, I'm Mason, and this is Abby, and this week is Wish Week. You just saw a video on what Wish Week is really about.
This year, our Wish Kid is named Brayden. He's 9 years old and from Pueblo, Colorado. Unfortunately, Brayden has severe problems with his nervous system, and he wants to be a real cowboy for his wish. He likes tomato basil soup, the Ninja Turtles, and dogs.
Brayden is a great kid, and I hope you can give and come out to every opportunity there is to give this week.
We should all chip in to help with this year's Make-A-Wish.
And that's our show for this week, Palmer Ridge. Thanks for watching, and we hope to see you next week for more news on the Ridge.